Yo Gem fam, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Dropping Gems FX. You already know my main goal is to lace you guys up with the advice and tips on how to take your Forex trading journey to the next level and to bring you guys along my Forex trading journey as well. Now, I know you read the thumbnail, I know you read the title of this video, you know what I'm about to get into. Before I get into the video, I just want to give you guys a huge shout out. Thank you for all the support I've received on the channel thus far. I don't know how crazy it is, but I think we gained like 100 and some change subscribers in like a week or two, which is phenomenal. Like the channel is just taking off. And it's crazy because I was gonna take, the holidays to kind of relax and chill off of trading, obviously because the markets are crazy. Working, I'm on vacation, and obviously YouTube. I was just gonna relax and recharge. But I woke up today and I peeped the channel was going crazy, so you guys motivated me to sit here and make this video, okay? Go subscribe, go support, comment, like, all that good stuff, and make sure you follow me on my Instagram down below. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Welcome back, and like the title says, like the thumbnail says, this is not clickbait. I got my FTMO account deactivated.
And
the $100,000 account, man, it's crazy. I decided to make this video for, a couple of reasons. Number one is, I started a YouTube channel just to be transparent and to document my journey. And this is part of my journey, right? And making a video on this is being transparent, being 100% in tune with you guys, which is my goal, right? Number two, there are a lot of, YouTube videos out there on what FTMO is, on strategies to pass the challenge. I made one myself, I think a couple videos back. But there aren't too many videos on what happens or the process of getting your account deactivated. A lot of people may think that once you get past the evaluation phase of FTMO, you can just trade willy-nilly and, there's nothing really to look over at, right? But that's false. You still have trading objectives to maintain and to adhere to, and this was the reason why I lost my account, right? So I'm gonna go over, we're gonna take a look at the client area, the background. We're gonna go over to the chart, exactly what 3 or 4 trades led me to deactivate my account, and then I'm gonna take you guys to the process, like through the process of how my account got deactivated. And it's very simple, and these are things that aren't mentioned on YouTube, so I want to share this with you guys, right? Okay guys, so what you're looking at right now is going to be my client area for the account that was funded, right? Past the challenge, past the evaluation, this is the funded account. It looks exactly how the layout is when you're in the evaluation phase. Nothing really changes at all, right? So as you can see, if we go through the graph of number of trades and my balance, the correlation between those two, right? We can see that initially I took a little bit of a dip, first couple trades, but then I was positive, $2,100, so that was good. And then after that, it just continued and continued to decrease until ultimately, I almost hit the max loss for any type of account. But that's not, the crazy part is that that's not what hit me, right? What got me to basically deactivate my account was hitting the max daily loss requirement, right? So, and I want to touch upon this a little bit more in depth because I know a couple of other people have had issues with the max daily loss and how to basically understand it, right? So let me just take you down to the trades that kind of made me blow this account, right? So as you can see, if I go back initially, we had first 10 trades, 6 out of the 10 trades was actually valid, and we had more profit than loss. That got us to about $2,100, right? And then after that, it was just losing streak. And number one, from the trading plan, three losses in a row, you walk away for the day. That was not seen here, right? And this is what happens when you don't stick to the trading plan, right? I'm not the most disciplined in the world, and that's what I'm working towards. But you guys can see my mistakes and learn from there, right? So, but it was just loss after loss after loss. And there was a lot of manipulation in the market. I think it was the first week of December. You already know NFP is crazy. So that's really what got me down. But in the case of what really made me go over that daily loss limit, right? All right, guys. So as you can see, I tried to long gold about 4 times, total lots of 13. I took around 30 to 40 pips stop loss on each of those trades, which netted me, almost negative $4,200, right? And you're thinking to yourself right now, right? The max daily loss limit is $5,000, right? You're thinking, and I probably thought this at the time, that I could have walked away, let 24 hours go by and came back and still had a chance to, make this a winning situation. The fact of the matter is that I did breach the 5K daily loss limit with these 4 or 5 trades. And the reason behind that is because max daily loss limit includes includes the spread, includes the lowest loss, or I guess the max loss in that trade. So if you're down negative, $200 and the trade ends up going your way and you make $200 profit, you are still taking $200 loss on that daily loss limit, right? That $200 in drawdown is still put against you regardless if the trade went your way or not. And that's something that I wasn't aware of. And, obviously lesson learned. So that's why I'm teaching you guys, right? So this was like $4,200 in loss, right? But when I was in those trades and when I was sitting there, like thinking to myself, I need to close this before I hit this max daily loss, it went over. It went over and I realized it, and then it retraced a little bit and I was like, okay, I can take my losses now and, I'll be straight. But obviously, I woke up and to a rude awakening, right? But after that, I continued to trade and I continued to try to dig myself out of that hole, and it just wasn't working for the rest of that day. And the day after was NFP. Now, let me take you so you can see. I did trade GBP USD a little bit, but my max loss definitely came from gold. And I just couldn't recover from that loss, right? So my metrics for that week overall, I took 28 trades and was 25% hit factor on that, which is just crazy. I was just emotionally trading and I was riding the high that I got from passing both the challenge and the verification so easily. And everything just hit me all at once. So let me take you over to the trade that I'm talking about, right? So this is gold, obviously. I played it back using the replay tool. So all of this has already played out. That's why there's levels there. Okay, so we're coming from, a very bearish market, right? We had a break and a retest of a chart pattern, a huge chart pattern on the daily time frame. And then we also came and broke this support passing the FTMO verification, right? So this movement allowed me to pass the verification, right? So now we're coming up, and obviously when you have a breakout, when you have any type of chart pattern that's been broken, support that's been broken, you want to look for essentially the retest of that zone and react to the market at that point in time, and then either continue downwards and continue eating off that movement, or switch up the game plan, right? So essentially, my deal was I wanted price, and I had a good feeling that price would come up and come back into this area, right, to retest this support that it previously broke. Okay, so what I did was try just to eat off small movements so that I can make that happen, right? So what got me into the market right here, right? We had a continuous uptrend, right, at the time. So I'll do that, right? And then I saw these candlestick chart patterns, right? So these are tweezers, right? So I saw these tweezers, and then I saw the double top, right? And I should have thought to myself, right? M formation, double top, retest, reject, right? But I got into the buy around here. At around 1838, right? Let me double check. I got in a couple of times, as you can see, 1836, 1838, right? So I got in 1838. I got in around there, right? A couple of times, 12 lot size all together. And, I didn't even have a stop loss on it, right? Because I knew I got in a little bit early, but I wanted to see price kind of fumble like it did and then reverse from this area, right? Which is my fault. So essentially, price just dipped from this point, came back and retested structure from the past that I did not take into account, right? It was just a grab for liquidity, right? It came back to this structure and just reversed from here, right? Just completely reversed from there. So on the way down here, I'm obviously in drawdown, right? And around here is where I decided to cut my losses. But afterwards, I got emotional. I tried to get my money back. I tried to, sell that, I believe. Sell after. I kept buying and selling, going back and forth, and it just didn't play out right because I was just in the middle of consolidation. And I can tell you, we had tweezers, we had what I thought was a head and shoulders pattern at the time, It just wasn't working out for me, just because I needed to step away from the market and let it do its thing, right? So I learned from that. Now let me let you guys see the process of, how you get your account deactivated, right? So essentially you come up in here and I saw that, number one, max daily loss was violated. Again, more trades were taking around this area. NFP, definitely never ever going to trade on the first Friday of the month ever again, because if you guys don't know, that's called non-farm payroll. That's when all the information on payroll in the US comes out, so everything is very jumpy, right? So it's more volatile than normal. You had a 50, almost 70 pip bullish impulse, and then you had an 80 pip bearish impulse in the same hour. Like, how are you going to make money off of that, right? One candlestick is going both directions. So it's super volatile, and it's just not the right environment for trades. And I know that, and I still was trying to dig my way out of that hole and continue to dig a deeper hole instead. So let me take you to the email, right? As you can see on your screen, FTMO just hit me with that in the morning. Your account, the number, whatever, was deactivated. And dear Juan, I hope you are well. Unfortunately, as you probably noticed, you have violated loss limits. For this reason, your account, blah, 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 has been deactivated accordingly. May I know what happened? Was it the market condition, strategy, or psychology which caused the violation? And, you know, I feel like this is a very generic kind of farewell, which is fine. You know, I'm not taking anything personally. Really, this is a learning experience. And ever since then, you know, I have been looking at my metrics consistently. I added that to my trading plan, and I shared that with you guys, I think in the last video, that you must actively watch your metrics, because this should not have happened, right? This happened as a result of being negligent with my account, right? So, you know, you learn from that. And basically, you know, I don't owe FTMO any money. I don't owe any of this. So I just want to put that out there, because that was never really explained in other YouTube videos. You don't owe them money. You just don't have the opportunity to make as much capital with them. You can go ahead and start a new challenge, go ahead and start a new verification, all of that good stuff to become FTMO funded again. But obviously there's no kind of leeway, kind of, you know, get out of jail free card with this. You know, you fucked up, and you have to start over. That's just point blank period. But they're not going to put that against you. There's no time frame which you have to abide by until you can come back and take the challenge. Like, you can literally blow this account and start a new challenge in the same day. So yeah, that's the process, man. And I hope that I'm not really salty about it. I had my time to dwell on it. Had my time to get my head straight. You know, we're back in the markets. We're back doing our thing. And I'm gonna update you guys on what's going on in the future. Obviously, this is kind of backtracking a little bit, but yeah, no, I'm not salty. I'm just taking this as a learning experience and thinking to myself in retrospect, like, I did not need to be that aggressive in the markets. I could have taken my time, and it was the end of the week, so I definitely could have just focused on other things rather than just trading, right? So guys, if you found this video informational, if you found this educational, entertaining, I really don't care which one, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.